Good evening, folks. Session 3 for today, episode 4C. And I can tell you, I'm not going to last long. I'm getting sicker and sicker by the day. Whatever this stuff is, it's got me going. Now, I did go ahead and build out the 4 additional housings here. And I got 3 more houses out here. I didn't work on got the framework set up, but I'm gonna need spruce to go and pine to make some more trees and stuff. Have not decided what I'm gonna do here with the forest and all that, but basically I think the pasture is gonna be up in this area, and then the forest will be up here. And then 2 guardhouses and my house will be down here. And I may decide to do 2 houses here for the guards and 1 big house here for me. I do need a second set of houses here. So I'm eventually going to hire this hunter, or invite this hunter into my lands, into the settlement, so then I can destroy this place. I'll landfill this out here. And that'll leave this area open, and then I'm going to have a wall and like a gatehouse here. I'm going to put like a three wall wide outer wall. So it'll be like in this area here, all the way around. At least the houses, the forestry and the pasture might. The forest and the pasture probably I won't wall in. But I need to decide if I don't want to wall that in, then the wall is going to end up being about here. And then outside of that, the pastures and the forest area here. So, but during our second stream, we tried to find a dungeon. So we went scouting around, and we could not find a dungeon. And there's really no other use for the maps. The map fragments we get, so I'm going to go ahead and create a dungeon, because our next quest takes us to kill the void wizard. And I guess I might as well accept that, but I won't be ready to go straight in for it. Go ahead and accept it. That way, when we do run up against him, we'll be able to go straight in. Won't forget, like I have on the first couple. Let's see now. How do I just use that, right? Two minus 4. Okay, I'm at 4. No, it's got me at 0, 0. So I'd go 2, 1, 2. No. Where's 2? 1, 2. Oh, there it is. 2 minus 4. So plus is this way. Ah, I would have gone the other way. Okay. So we found these snow villages by floating around, but I haven't gone to any of these islands. So we will head out this way. Let's see. What do I have for food and stuff? Only got blueberries. Got plenty of health potions. Let's take those. Got our one little snowman following us while we're in melee mode. I may try doing summoner mode. I don't remember throwing that down. Let's see, I don't know if I'll be able to reach it. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Is it dark? Now normally mages are protecting. Normally mages protect the dungeon area. And it's at night, so the zombies will be around to do. In fact, I do like this little thing. We got it from the Spider Queen. At first I thought it was just going to be like a ranged attack barrier, but it actually, they'll sit there and wait until an enemy comes near, and then it'll shoot out and get the enemy with them. But I don't have, let's see, I'll go back to, at least with the melee mode, I've got the satchel, so I've got light. So I'm not actually shooting at these guys. I'm actually just trying to replenish this, and then when it gets near somebody or an enemy, like I said, it just shoots out, and whatever's not used comes back. So I can write a replenish. So I'm kind of constantly replenishing. Whoa. Yeah. Just kind of go across the island until we see something or hit the other side, and then we'll move on up like that. Pretty effective against these low hit point zombies. Gonna just kind of keep my mouse button pressed down and it just automatically. And why click when I don't need to? Inside that. So we'll. Ah, okay. So we do have, not a village, but we do have a couple of villagers in a house here. Nice. Oh, okay. There's a blueberry sampling, or a Stamby bush. So now I have two of them. Ah, that makes me wonder about something. If I throw these guys out, no, okay. I'm only allowed 3 at a time, regardless. Okay. Well, you know. One can dream. Circle. Might be one of the... Okay, getting light. Zombies should be disappearing. Force went right into a tree. And there's the dungeon. Okay. Now, let's see. I've got the mnemonic. Yeah, so I'm able to get those. I like the look of the dungeon. This is... I'd always get the... I like to get the walls and the furniture from the dungeon and use those for my house and my guards' houses. But not the candelabras from the dungeon, because they give out that little purple hue and it's not real. There's not a lot of light. It's very dark down here in the dungeon. And I always take fire chalices. That's going to be a nice way to handle these And I don't want to do... Ah, trapped. Dang it. Oh, goodness. Too many things going on. Okay. I've never had this, what is it? Frost piercer. Never had this before. I don't know how new or how old it is, but I've never actually had it. The dining tables I don't like. We'll go ahead and yoink all this furniture. Oh, hey, porch and a chest and a workstation. Nice. Go this way. Let's get this. Oh yeah, I like this thing. Definitely like this thing. Hello. Yeah, these magic users hurt. Oh, they're putting books in these things now. They used to always be empty. That's nice. Or at least I want to think they were always empty. Chest. Oh yeah. Now I'll sit here and get too much of this stuff. Yeah, the good part is you can always come back for more. Oops. Ooh. That looks like the trap I want. Void trap. Okay. And I actually like the modular table instead of the dining table. The dungeon dining table looks just like all the others. Nothing spectacular. Let's see, we might as well stay here with you guys. Oh yeah. Interesting. I found his domain. Or his, did I? Let's see. Whoop. Oh yeah, this thing's like melting them. You get a full head of steam on these guys. Need to watch out for traps because those suckers hurt. Whoops. Didn't mean to get to walls there, but I did. Okay, now this is bound to be the. Yep, that's his level. Okay. Found him, but not about to go. Don't know if that'll auto attack him. I'm definitely not ready for him. So let's go back through here and see if there is a chained wizard, captured wizard. This dungeon desk even is a little better because it actually has like a book or paper on it. All the other desks are just like an empty desk. That's dressers. See, that's the dining room table of the dungeon, and it's like it's no different. It's just the same stuff. We don't need more of that. Oops. I need these void shards though, that's for sure. Okay, there's area down here. Let's light it up. Job is to run. You're not set up for big defense and offense and all of that. It's their summons that have to do all the work. And no void shard. Okay, the edge. Ow. Mage is back there getting me. I lost track of where I was and actually. Chest and that void shard. I need the void shard to make the demonic armor. Okay, get rid of you guys. Oh. Wizard. Wizard. Definitely want him. Come on, no void shards. That's not nice. Oops, hello. You look like an arrow trap. Flame trap, okay. I like that. Ooh, nice room. Dynamite. Nice. So they don't need you. Oh, a travel skull. Nice. Void boomerang. A docile void spear and a harmful void spear. Okay. Void's embrace. Void's embrace. Don't need you. Don't need you. Don't need you. No sense. Well, I'll keep the stabby in case I ever lose one. Let's keep going through the dungeon. Hello. Like I really need those, but oh, gotta remember these stinking traps. Arrow trap, though. I don't like arrow traps. And there's a trap there. Good thing I stopped and saw that. Okay. This guy's hurt. Ah, I found the mage. Nice. Glenn the mage. Will you join my settlement? I would love to join your settlement. Get me out of here. All right. Lindsay is arriving, but she's a travel merchant, so I usually have so much problem with those things. Let's see, I got some dynamite here. Let's go ahead and take out some of the walls. That'll give me walls for my That's the quick way to mine for walls for your house. Okay. Nice. Arrow trap. I'd much rather have the flame and wait. Kyle the mage? 2 mages? Well, okay. You can join 2. I don't need them both. That's, I've never seen more than 1 mage in being captured. That's kind of interesting. Oh, they're getting mad. Okay, y'all about got them covered now. Fine. I really don't care about those. I don't do those record players and keep in-game music going. Ooh, a flame trap. I like the looks of that. These guys are just going nuts over here. I don't mind that when they're up here trying to get to me. Killing themselves by going through the traps. Another one. Okay, Glenn was the first. That's interesting. That is interesting. I've never... There's a void shard over there, and you're coming. So let's get another. Let's get another one. Yeah. There's one up there. What is going on? There's another one there. And you weren't there. This is weird. Ash. And all I'm going to do is start dismissing them. But hey, might as well play the hero and rescue as many as I can, right? Seems like it's kind of just saying here, we're going to have tons of these guys. Really, come save them all. Oh, those are going over some of the walls. Interesting. Mobility cloak. What do I not need? I don't really need. Okay, I don't care about the vinyl. Okay, this was just a big loop around. Oh, ouch, ouchie, ouch. That's one of those void traps, right? Those things are powerful. Okay, a dungeon bed, single. I don't need that. Much rather have dynamite. Ooh, a max summons. Hmm. I don't need to swim faster. That should give me a fourth, right? Yes, it does. Or little snowman. Okay. Ooh, I got 2 shards out of that one. And no shards out of that one. Green as if might be a good guy. Oh. The edge. Okay, I'm lost. I'm lost. Where am I? Where's my character? So I get over here against the wall and I get confused by what's there. I'm trying to go that way, trying to go, and it's not letting me do stuff. And I got to pay more attention to that. Anyway, that was a success. Let's see. Now, I do not need 4 mages. So you were the last. You're going to get banished. Kyle gets banished. Oh, I've got 2 Glens. Nope. Okay, sorry. Even though you were the first one. Francis is staying. Okay. Then Francis needs a bed. You'll go ahead and get this one. And I need to come in here and take my stuff out. Okay. Don't go moving that stuff, Francis. Okay, it's a pretty fast one. 50 void shards. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. I don't remember putting stuff in there. Let's see. Come here. Buy something. I'm looking to enchant something. Okay. Look at that. It'd take me 122 gold. Hello. Let's see. I can buy recall scrolls. Thought I could buy travel scrolls from him. Maybe that's later. Oh. Okay. How you doing today? I have definitely caught a Christmas crud. I decided to build out these houses here off stream. So I built those off stream. But I just went through the dungeon, rescued 4 mages, which is rare. It used to be just there was 1 mage in a dungeon, and all of a sudden there were 4 that I could rescue. I rescued them all. Okay, upgrade your alchemy table. Well, I can do that now because I have void shards. Sorry to hear about that. Took 2 like hot showers trying to clear my sinuses, and I even went to CVS to get some Afrin, and it's just not doing any good. So, but I did 2 earlier streams today, kind of in between those. I promised a third, so I'm doing it. But I'm not going to last too much longer. I'll probably go maybe about another hour. See, we got the we defeated the Spider Queen, and yeah, I didn't sleep well at all. I got like a 2-hour nap and then woke up kind of insomniatic. So I just decided I'll get up and stream a little bit, see kind of how I felt. And let's see. I need. Oh, it's nighttime, that's why. I'm like, why are they not cleaning these things out? It's because it's nighttime. So until I build my house, I'll take this area over. Make that mine. I like to look at the dungeon furniture and stuff. Let's see, put a bench there. Put my commode there. See, even it's better. See, look at that compared to just a spruce commode. And it's a nicer bathtub. And I bought that painting, so let's see. How do I hang that? Oh, it'll go behind those. Okay. No, it did. Yeah, that'll work. Clock way over there. Do an L-shaped table like it's an office desk. Put some, put a carpet down. Can I put it there? Yeah, okay. Put a carpet down. Okay. Need to put my gold there. Travel scrolls. Yeah, it is pretty nice compared to the regular stuff. Here, come back and look at it in the daytime. I've never seen this guy, but I picked it up fighting the Spider Queen. It's got these little frost spheres. And at first when I did that, I thought, oh, it's going to stop range damage. But no, it doesn't. It will sit here like this until it finds an enemy. So let's go find a zombie. And when it sees an enemy, it fires off at them. And whatever doesn't get used will come back to me. So I can redo that. That made it easy going through that dungeon just a few minutes ago. Okay, an angler's coming to join us. But I thought it was a zombie. So nope, that's just a waddling duck. That's just cool. I've never seen that one before. I did check after the stream last night, and you should have this in your queue, or it tells me it was gifted to you. So if you downloaded it, then it should be in your Steam queue, so you'd be able to pull it up and play. And you can set it to where you don't have raiders. You could do just a simple mode, kind of like you just want to craft. I think there's still enemies and you can still take damage and all of that, but it greatly reduces the amount of damage you take in that casual mode. So it's more about learning how the game works and just settlement building, things like that. So when you get a chance, check, see if it's in your library, because I wanted to try to gift it to you, and it came back and said, you've already sent them a gift. But I'm assuming you went ahead and downloaded it, and that's when you started running into computer problems way back when, or having some. But I don't think this would be too taxing on your computer. Okay, yay. I can claim a chicken costume. Wow. I'm so excited about that. Might as well put it on. Jeez. That's just bad. Oh, God. Yeah. On that vintage desk. That's it. Let's get a dresser. Let's get two. Whoops. Okay, we got a chicken. think I put those others in here. There's the frog. Where did I put the horse one? Should be a horse. I think I put the horse in the dump container, so it's going to be here somewhere. Okay, so that was the chicken. This is what the frog looks like. Zoom in. What is that? Oh, keypad add and subtract. Wow. I did not know you could come all the way in like that. Okay, well, there's the frog. Whoa, that really changes. Whoops. There's the chicken. And the horse. He looks better from the side. Kind of looks like a dog. More so than a horse to me. Just there, that dungeon. We had to build a map to find it. I don't have a lot of villages around me. I found these when I was exploring just to try to look for the dungeon, and I just was out of range of seeing that one. It was question marks here because I went there, so it only showed these. If I'd just gone right there, whoop, okay, but I found 2 villages, 3 villages over here, and these 2 villages, so I'll eventually go to them and steal all their stuff. No. If they do have special crops that I don't have, though, I need to take some. Ooh, that reminds me. Pretty sure I got mushrooms. Yeah. Let's see, these are tall. We got those from the swamp. Now, if you do decide to go see if you got it, play it, if you're needing gold and you've been farming and creating stuff, I can take wheat here, this, and I can take this sunflower. Why were you? You're all extremely happy, so why'd you have that exclamation point? Like here, I can come over here to the farmer. Hey. And I say, hey, I want to sell you something. I could sell wheat for, because he's extremely happy. I could get 10 gold per wheat, or 11 gold for sunflower. It used to be 12. But that's a quick 2,500 gold and then a little over 2,500 gold. And I've got plenty of that where I could sell it. Now, I do need it for the pasture. I need wheat for the pasture, and I need sunflower to make healing potions. So I'm not going to do that right now. But if you tried to sell it to the pawnbroker, you'd only get 2 or 3 gold per. So it's good to watch out for if you do sell stuff, it's good to watch out who you sell it to. The pawnbroker will buy anything. Everybody else only buys certain things. But the pawnbroker is not going to give you a bunch of money. It's cheap, cheap, cheap. So be wary of that. Okay, void shards. Now let's see. That I had to upgrade. Okay, I cannot upgrade you yet. Here the same thing. Tungsten and quartz. I haven't set up a pasture, so I'm not getting milk yet. Oh, a void collar. That's what I need to... Oh, so after I defeat the void wizard one time, if I want to go back and fight him again to farm him, then I need to make those things or find them. Ooh, that's fancy. Don't need it. Oh, that's what I've been thinking about getting. Adding resilience. Resilience is like a shield, so it's like extra hit points. The first damage you take, it's going to take your resilience before it starts taking your hit points. And in my melee mode, I want to get resilience built up. But I'm good for now. Ooh. Yeah, the beehive showed up. Okay, and I do have a queen bee. Okay, what's your work? Francis, you can haul. Actually, why don't you go do forestry? And Glenn will take you off of forestry. Going up says make it a high priority or a higher or the top priority, but going down says make it a low priority for what you do. And you could just say don't ever do forestry like that. So that's how you that's how you automate your settlers. Oh, and I don't think I had set the settlement up for the last stream that you saw. So that was my settlement flag when I finally got the gold to set that settlement up, which was allowing me to then bring the settlers in. But then you see them going in and out of these, and you do that by coming over here. Like here, you'll notice that's green. So it's like you can put anything you want in here. But over here, I said, no, 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 no. I only want you to put in trinkets. So as I collect these trinkets, this is a storage box for the trinkets. And notice everything else is red X'd out. So the only thing that can go into this box is the equipment trinkets. Yes, it is. It has a multiplayer. I can host the world. we could try that. Um, let's see. If I go, see, there's a host world, and we could create a brand new world. I don't know how all it works, but um, I think of it kind of like, this is a top down, almost like a tops down 7 Days to Die, really, right? There's zombies all over the place and bad creatures and things, and you have to build and defend. Now, the defense is not every 7 days, but you can have raiders. In fact, if I kick out of this, so you can have multiplayer, and if I went in and created a new world like this, so here's casual. So if you just want a nice casual experience, it significantly reduces damage and the boss's health. And then your enemy spawn rate's reduced, your raider damage is reduced. And in the settings, see, like I've got no drop, I've got no penalty on the death penalty, because there's nothing that when you die, there's nothing that affects you. It literally just says, well, you're going to drop all your material, or you're going to drop your inventory or your main, or you just die if you play hardcore. But there's no death penalty per se, like you don't lose half your gold, or half the experience, or 10% of your experience that you got to recover, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to play with no penalty then. If there's no reason to not die, all it does is say, well, if I drop my main inventory and I die in a dungeon, then I got to go back to the dungeon, get the stuff, and it's just like, it's not worth it. You can put survival mode on and off, and then if you have survival mode off, you can enable or disable the hunger. So if you don't want to have to deal with spoiling food, I'll always be hungry, but survival mode means your food's going to spoil, which is all the more reason why you want to build the cooling boxes once you can make those. The guide, I haven't created custom islands, but you can actually create custom islands and say, hey, I want you to start like anywhere. I don't like to spawn with the guide house, but if you do, then you're going to automatically get the settlement flag, so then you don't have to go around getting gold. So you could start your settlement right away. And you can do a daytime, day-night modifier, right? But then there's adventure mode, so this is super easy mode. Gets a little harder. Normal mode, which is what I'm playing. And then, of course, hard and brutal, which you're going to take more damage. The bosses have more health. You don't knock back as much. They're going to spawn faster. Brutal, bleh, right? But if you do multi, so I don't know. I'll check up on multiplayer, and if you want to try to see if you can run it from your computer, and then so you've got mods, and I do have this one, the Bigger Islands mod, so it makes giant islands, but it only works on islands you haven't discovered if you've got a saved game already, whereas this game was brand new, and so all the islands are big. So I like that. So I could host any of my worlds. So these were my old games. And I started looking at them when I decided I want to start playing again. So I popped in and out of these, kind of remembering, like, how did I used to build this central storage and all of that? Um, but so we could host this world and I could bring you into this world, but it's like, you know, if we're playing fresh, it's to me create a new world. So I could host a world and create it here. But I'll have to figure out how to do, it's probably direct join. Yeah, it'd probably be a direct join. But yeah, it'd be far more fun to start from scratch. So yeah, check your Steam account, see if you got the game, see if you downloaded it, see if you can power it up and run. I don't remember. Oh, I've been looking for you. See, I put the railroad track down just for grins. Woohoo! Hey, why is it doing that? Quit that. I guess when it starts going too fast, it's got to slam on the brakes. These are good in the dungeons, though, actually. Um, and there's a way to actually mod farm the dungeons. I saw a guy built an arena, put no lights in it so that enemies would spawn in it. But I don't remember what he did. I think he had traps in there. And so as they would spawn and walk around, they die from the traps. And then he'd go through and he built a cart and he could ride the cart through his arena and it automatically pick up everything. And he'd let it run for an hour or a day, and it was amazing how much stuff he got because the zombies and stuff respawn. Let's see. Forge. What can I do now that I've got these? So no new. I've got a spear and I got a boomerang from the dungeon, so I don't need to make those. Ooh. Ooh. This is pretty cool. Shoots 3 homing projectiles. Oh, I've got where did I have? Okay, that's a pretty bad one. You can re-enchant these, but that's bad, right? Reduces range, reduces attack speed, adds mana, and increases your mana usage. No, that sucks. But I can make a blood volley, and instead of shooting 1 homing projectile, I can shoot 3 homing projectiles. Do I want to use 10 shards yet, though? No, because I can make... Well, that would be for the summer. Actually, that's more for magic attack. Oh, there's summer. So the void mask with this and this, that's not bad. 3, 4, 5, so 9, 10, 11, 12, only 13. So I got the spider, so that's 4, 5. So armor rating of 12, that's 7. Ooh, 28. Okay, we're going to do that. I look like a purple ninja. Yeah, I'm a purple ninja. Okay, now it's still only, so that didn't change my summoning capability. I've still got my 4 snowmen to throw snowballs. But this guy is a cool thing. I'll do it. Let's see here. That's armor that I made. I'll take that. Whoops. I'll put this in the other dresser. And see that I like that modular table, but you can see here that it's not the best graphics, but the bathtub does look better than the old wooden ones. The commode looks better. The bench has got some little detail to it. The chest here versus you know, these chests. I like them because they're brighter. But it goes with the theme. Oh yeah, let's see. I rarely use the shovel. Let's see, I don't want to kill any sheep or cattle. Let's see if we can find a rabbit or a squirrel. Well, even here. Oh, look at that. And when you got an enemy, they just kind of start searching around. But they help you clear sections like the spider caves where there's a bunch of webs. I can just go here, and just kind of shoot. And now you see my mana up here in the top in the blue. But it's even, you know, mowing down the grass for me. So now I got worms popping up everywhere. Oops, sorry, Mr. Sheepy. So magic and melee and ranged, you can get weapons pretty fast. In fact, you'll start off with those weapons. Or magic, not as fast as magic, but melee and range, you definitely start off. Summoning, you can't start off with stuff. So if you want to be a summoner only and go hardcore and say, I'm going to be summoner only, I'm going to take the wooden sword that I get when I start and I'm just going to throw it away. I've seen people do those playthroughs. And they have to basically gather stuff, hope to find a summoning staff, or try to run around and not take damage and die and gather gold and stuff, in the hopes that they can then get the traveling merchant to get to them, and then they can buy the first summoning staff, which is the brain on a stick. It's kind of gross. Okay, let's see. Do I have any really good ones? Equipment, melee, melee. That's all the brown, bluish, reddish, ranged. Okay, a magic weapon. So I could enchant. Now I could go ask my mage to enchant this thing. But that just costs gold and it's random. I don't know what I'm going to get. At least with the scrolls, I know I'm going to get, I'll get +5 damage, +10 attack speed, -10 on my mana drain. Ooh, divine. That's the best there is. Wow. Ooh, I have 2 of those. 15% damage, 20% range, attack and speed, projectile velocity, and reduced mana usage. You better believe it. Right there. Boom. Enchanted. And all of that is now right there. Nice. And you can see the magic damage is low, only 12. Whereas my sword over here is 29. But I'll get better and better swords too, so. And I don't want to change to a spear because the sword is so much faster, 3.3 versus 2.5. I can make void bullets. Where's that web gun? There's a web gun here. And a pretty... see, I got an ammo pouch, right? Yeah. Haven't been finding bullets and stuff, though. But I got ammo pouch as a reward, so it just puts ammo in there. And so I've only got 1 bullet. Let's see if I put that in there. Now I've got 246 bullets, but I don't have to keep the bullets out here. I can keep them here, and you can fill it up if you wanted. So if you just wanted to go bullets, make them and build them, and you can have different style bullets. Like I can make void bullets now. Make the simple bullets. The sapphires. And the frost. Those are just out of range. See, those were in this one. And the way I've got it set up, they were just out of range there. So now, since I got them in my inventory, it's like, oh yeah, you can make frost bullets. And frost arrows. Doesn't look like... What am I missing from... Make the crafting guide. Put that there. I can make a gun, so I need gold and sapphire. And oh, I need the fallen anvil to make the crystal bullets. So it takes sapphire, but it takes a fallen anvil, and I'm only at a demonic anvil right now. I'll go upgrade. I have to upgrade to a tungsten anvil, and then I got to upgrade to a fallen anvil, which means things get harder and harder and harder. Getting all those upgrades, it's like, nope. I don't remember if I... this is the recipe book. There is a mod out there that I might get. But like here, I can say, okay, let me put my void material in here. What can I make? These are all the things I can make with this. And it shows me what do I need. So I could make an arcane armory. Oh, interesting. It gives me that third maximum set. Permanently increases max item sets to 3. I'm on 2 right here. 1 and 2. So I could actually make that. Takes a demonic workstation. Ooh, Nightmare Talisman. 1 dream catcher, which you can make at the workstation with 10 void, and it increases your mana regen to 250%. Useful little book that is. See, since I don't have a dream catcher, it won't show up since I have these shards. But if I built this and then put that in my inventory, then it would show up and say, hey, do you want to merge this and 10 of those with that, you know, and make that? I'm not seeing the arcane armory thing. So I'm on a demonic. So that is probably... Oh, I don't have quartz, and I don't have ivory bars. Ugh, okay. That's why I can't make that. Anyway, that is definitely a weapon of keeping. So off we go into one of my chests. Now I can't actually lock these chests from my people. Like if I go... if I go select this, it'll let them come in and get that. So I don't select anything in my chest or set this up. Otherwise the settlers will see it, because I can't lock my door and say, look, this is a private area. You can't come in here. Take that back. So now that I have the settlement, so here's some things. So the settlers, this is a general, are they happy? Here you can assign them a bed. You can move them to settlements if I have multiple settlements, and you can banish them. I can command them. So like if raiders attack, I could select all the settlers and say, come help defend against the raiders. Or I can come in here and say, well, let me go click here. And I say, hey, Alex, you're a guard. I'm going to command you to follow me. So like you can do it one at a time. Here you can look at the equipment and the cosmetic stuff and what weapon they're using. And I give them free reign on this. I could deselect all this, and then they would be forced to use what they come with or what I give them. So that's a way to keep track of things. If I wanted certain ones to wear certain things, I could deselect this and go put that on them. I can change their diets if I don't want them eating fine or gourmet food. Now I can restrict, but I think when I restrict somebody, it's forcing them to stay in a certain area, not don't go into a certain area. So I could potentially restrict them from saying, hey, you can't come into anything, you know, you have to stay into anything that's outside of my house. But I've never used that. The defense zone, oh, I need to increase that. Zoom's not working in that mode. Okay. So what's shaded in blue here is what they're going to defend, but notice my settlement is now outside of that. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I need to adjust my defense zone. I don't need them protecting out here. I don't need them protecting out here. And I think yeah, it's like that. Okay. So it's a drag and drop like that. And this restricts them when they're defending, when the villagers are defending something, this restricts them to where they're going to go, basically. Why is that not being defended? There. So that gives them that zone. Now, work priorities, this is how I said you could tell them. So a guard can only haul. He can't do anything else. Everybody else can do these things. The animal husbandry person will be able to do the husbandry. The angler will do fishing. The hunter will do hunting. But this guy can't do husbandry, fishing, or hunting. So I can just change their priorities. And then here for assigning work, notice how the storage box is lit up. I could assign settlers to use the workstations. That's why I haven't been cooking the food yet. But I can set up a forestry zone and a fertilized zone, so I can set each one of these zones here to fertilize. And the farmer will fertilize, and fertilizing makes them grow faster. So there, that's zone 1 set up, and I can set this up. Zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, and zone 6. So all those zones are set up now. Now, since I've set this up, now what do I want them to cook? Well, I want them to basically be able to cook anything, right? So do until, do X times, 10 times, okay. They can use, and then I can tell them, you can use any of this common fish to make roasted fish. Oops. And then here, I could say, well, I want you to make, I don't have milk, I don't have eggplant coconut, but you could tell them, what all do you want to make? Well, sushi, when I hit rice and eggplant and carrots, I'll want them to make sushi because it adds 50 health, damage, and attack speed. So that's one of the good things. There's a tropical stew. That's a good one to have too. So you can assign, like I could have one person assigned to actually do crafting. And this may actually let any of them do it. From the standpoint of if I have them allowing, so if I let him farm or craft, you know, I could say, Francis, you're not going to be allowed to do any crafting. So anybody that's approved to craft could craft something there. That's how you automate the settlement. So it's pretty cool. And you can just have the settlement sit there run. And they can defend the settlement if you're out lollygagging around in a dungeon or something like that. But you kind of want to be here if raiders are attacking. So you always want to pay attention to see, hey, raiders are starting to come. And you want to try to get back home. The mushrooms are growing. Now, the farmer will not plant seeds. He'll replant seeds. So when he harvests, he'll replant seeds, but he won't plant seeds. So when you put farmland down, you have to put what you want first. So like here, I got tomatoes and chili peppers, so I want to put something red here. So I may move the red fire stuff here, the flowers. But I might put carrots there, eggplant. So now I can talk to her, or him. So I'll see, what are you carrying? Okay, I could take those, or I could come back here and say, okay, well, how are you feeling? Okay, it's a tiny settlement. They all like that. They like, the smaller the settlement, the more they like it. My diet is nicely varied, plus 30. My room's furniture selection is unrivaled, which means I've got more than 7 pieces of furniture in there. It's in a huge room, not an enormous room, so it's only plus 18. It's plus 20 if he had an enormous room. But because I put the bathroom walls in here, those 6 tiles there take away from here, but it's taking these tiles away too. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's taking 12 tiles away from the 70, which puts me at 58. And I need to be at 60 plus to have an enormous room. So I thought it only counted tiles that were filled in. And so I thought these 6 were available, but they're not. So I need to change my design where I want to give everybody an enormous house. Now, don't really need it, right? So 40, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 118. I'm sitting at 118 out of 100. So this is why you'll see some people that play, they have much smaller houses. They'll do houses like half the size. And so you don't get a lot of this. And the smaller the house, the less furniture you need, but it's going to reduce that as well. But I've got 18 points to play with there, and that's just from eating a simple meal. But as the settlement grows, that 40 is going to start dropping down. And so I could lose 10, 15 points just from that. Then you don't have much to play with on the house and the rooms. Now, if you eat a fine meal or a gourmet meal, once you start eating much better, that's going to go up. So it's a balance. And they could get mad enough where they go on strike and they don't want to do any work. And it could progress from there and they just leave your settlement if they get really unhappy. So it's neat mechanics to do that. Let's get rid of all you guys. But this lunch box and this crafting or this potion box, these really help. You can put all your potions in here that you want. So you can set up to say, okay, I need to go melee battle and I need to have these specific potions out of all the potions you can have. Like I don't need a mana potion in here right now. I don't want to start using all my thorns potions. I want to keep those for bosses. The fishing potion I don't need. I need a lot more fire resistance. Notice how it looks like a red chili. It takes red chilies to make the fire resistance potion. So I've got the queen bee and I've got a couple of honeybees, so I'll be able to start a beehive. And then here, you can just fill this thing up with food. You can put 250 health potions and I think 100 of each of these potions. So you can carry a bunch of potions on you. And then some of them have toggles. Like this one, there's a quick, press Q for a quick use on health potions wherever you've got it. Wherever it's here, it doesn't matter. If you just press Q, boom, it drinks a potion. And Z is a mana potion if you're running magic. And then the ammo we already talked about. And then there is a coin purse, which will let you carry more than 5,000 coin. Once you get to 5,000, you're capped, and it'll start taking up another spot. So it's a really nice game. A lot of people, I've never played Terraria, but a lot of people say basically it's tops down Terraria. Okay, never played it, so I wouldn't know. And since it's nighttime, it's 22:26, so a little after 10 o'clock. Everybody's in here going to bed in their assigned beds. I left the door open here and that cow got in there. Before I had the doors built, the cow got in there and now he still has not come out. So, sorry. I need the leather anyway. And notice how that now shows up because that barrel, even though it's a dump barrel, it's inside this perimeter. So I can go ahead and cook it. It'll stay on for just a little bit, long enough to say, okay, you actually cooked. It won't go all the way down. And then I'll put that right here. I don't know why they keep moving stuff to here. They're both high priority, but why do they keep moving? Every time I move it out of here and put it in there, they freak out and come back and put it in, split it up some more. Okay, you gonna make a liar out of me? Guess so. Maybe it burns a log no matter what. I am getting low, but they're feeding this one. I never put flower blossoms in here, so they're feeding it flower blossoms. In fact, if I take that out, it should stop cooling. Once it's run out of that flower blossom fuel, it'll shut down. But by the time they wake up and come here, it probably might still be running. And then they'll move stuff back and put more in. So. Mason the angler. So I could hire that angler just for money, but I want to hire this angler that's on here, on my island already, because then I'm going to destroy that house once he moves into my settlement. Now, one thing I need to do is start making more and more potions. So I'm going to need a lot more health potions if I go up against the wizard pretty soon. And I'll bring a guard. Cave glow. Where do I get cave glow? From the swamps, maybe? I don't remember. I'm not going to waste a health potion on carpet. But I've got plenty of sunflower seeds now, where I can make a lot of potions. Because I've got, oh no, I don't have, oh, I made a lot of glass, that's right. So I can make 200 more bottles. And these are the potions I can make with what I've got so far. So that's why this flower is important for health regen. This flower for mana regen. Bat wings for speed. These void shards for attack speed. I don't want to waste void shards on potions and things. And then you start using fish. Oh, fire resistance is actually ice and hail fish versus not chili peppers. Okay. Spelunker. That's a nice one. It lights up the ores in the dungeons. So you can race to them and see them. The passive potion I definitely need to make. It reduces hostile mod spawns. So when I go into a dungeon or like when I fight a boss, I need to have some passive potions on me in my potion belt. So when I drink all my potions at one time, it reduces the number of extra critters that come after me. Need to take a break real quick and run to the bathroom. quick little break. I'll be back in a minute. And I'm back. Notice how they are just working away. That's the other reason why I like my setup here for the storage. You know, inside that perimeter. So that's why you can see. That's why. Oh, that's why I don't have that. Okay. I've been thinking, hey, I've got room there. Why don't I put a box there? Well, because somebody in the center can't see that. They see what's inside this perimeter, which is why there's those edges. So it does say that I could put one in that upper left corner, but I don't think I can actually get somebody to open that. That one up here where there's 7 coming down and the one over, and then I got this path going up 5. That very corner, see, it says, hey, you could put a storage box there, but I don't think they can access that because it's blocked by the 2 in the diagonal there. I have to test that out. But if I slide over here and look at everything will slide by 1, looking at the workstation. So notice how that whole circle slid over 1. So it could actually use this one over here. So I may as well just keep it. And it could use things back here as well. You can see up here in the upper right corner now, there's a whole bunch of spaces there. It's like, hey, I could put stuff there. But then I'd have to know, well, it's only stuff that the workstation can use. So this kind of became the optimum layout for me. To be able to have them come in here, run up here, put something there. I don't think they can access that one. That's the one I was talking about. And while they can put something there, you can use it, and you could use it, but none of you guys would be able to use it. Well, he could use it because he's up one. So some can, some can't. So and if you put two settlers in a room like this, they'll be unhappy. And unhappiness goes quick. Like if I assign two people to this double bed, they both automatically, I think, are like minus 50% on happiness. So they'd never be extremely happy. So that's why you want to toggle the size of it, the size of the room versus, building like a barracks. And I know there are folks that actually they'll build a barracks. They don't care. They'll build like I'm going to put 15 beds in here or 16 beds in here and just have, everybody will be unhappy because of the bed, but they make up for it by gourmet food and all of that so that they're at least happy. So I don't like to play that way. I like to give everybody their own space. Yeah, so I think the forest is going to end up out here. The pasture is going to end up where the forest is right now. I'll move the cave. The orchard. I might move the orchard. I might. I used to go do this, and I'd plant a tree here, and then I'd plant a tree like here, and just kind of have them so they could run down this way, run over here, run like that. I might do that. I might make this a little wider, give them like 2 to run, and a center one. So I plant the trees on this one and put 2 more over here maybe. Because I'm going to have to landfill this anyway to build a wall and to build the other houses here. So I'm going to have to landfill this in. Which is why I've started thinking, maybe I don't. Maybe I do want to just go cut the rooms in half and say, everybody gets a half-size room. But we shall wait and see. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and call this a stream. And go take some medication. Try to clear out my sinuses some. And maybe I'll play tomorrow. I probably need to do chores. I definitely need to do the dishes and wash clothes. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Check to see if you got the game and see if it works. If it does, we can certainly try multiplayer one night. And I'd have to remember how to log into my Discord. Might have to use your Discord if you've still got a Discord set up. But I'll read up on how to do multiplayer with this and see if I can't figure that out. And we'll go from there. But as always, thanks everybody for watching, for chatting. Come on back for the next stream, which probably is going to be Monday night. I usually take Sundays off. Usually take Mondays off too, but I don't know. But have a great day, or the rest of your night. Have a great day tomorrow. And I'll see everybody on the next stream. Bye-bye.